Folks, welcome back. All right, here we go. Here's our object moving out right here. Here's our simultaneous blast, one going this way, one going that way. We'll just start going through this. Screw doing an intro. Here's a second object right here. There's an object there, one down here. This one's coming right at us. This one's going off to the side, whatever it's doing. But yeah, quite the blast we've had here, and deeply concerning because it's heading our way. And we'll show you the tracker here in a minute. Okay, just put the loop back into motion. I'll let you guys watch that for a minute while people come and gather in the whatever audience I have left. Whatever. So frustrated. Spend all day working my ass off and then get all this stuff loaded up and exit out. I could just, as if I'm not getting the shit beat out of me already by a legion of demons, I could just take myself out for being dumb. Anyways, here's my frustrated report. We have a huge blast, multiple objects, this one coming in our direction. They don't have anything on stereo A, so I had to go over to other site, and of course it's not up. Let's load this. Hang in there, folks. Let the sucker load up. Get to the end here. Come on. And put another 0 in there. And apply. Okay, while that's loading up. Oh, yay. Nice and fast. Okay, here's our event coming from stereo A. Let me just pull this down a little better for you. And this is the 18th as we're going through this. So there's our event on the 18th. The 19th. Come on. Right here, that's going into the 20th. So the 18th, 19th, here's the 20th. Boy, that one moved out fast. Let's back up. So going into the 20th. Okay, short on data there. That's another one on the 20th. And where's our big one? Oh, that was our big one right back there. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. Let's go take it all the way back to the beginning because there's quite the flurry that we've had since the 18th. Boom, this up here, this, another one chasing it, this big one right here, okay? So there's been a lot of activity on the sun a lot lately, okay? And then another one underway as we're speaking. Let's come on over to this instrument, slide it over, pull it down, and of course we have our little valley. And apparently the only half the Earth covered the satellite tonight, or whatever this shitty ass reading is anymore. You know, this is getting ridiculous. This is 20 days in a row. All right, the same friggin' thing happened in the same time of the night every time, like clockwork, coinciding, of course, with the satellite apparently eclipsing, or the Earth eclipsing the satellite. Now, when this eclipse season ends, I want to see this shit end, because I don't think it's going to. I think this is going to continue. And as I click into this deeper, I showed you this last night, they're only showing 3 of the 4 satellites. The red one, the one that we need the most, is not on here. For some strange reason, they're just decided to take that one out. Okay, they'll give you all the other ones that read totally normal and fine. Yeah, that's great. And it shows a big drop right here in the purple one, okay? That's the GOES 18 short, all right? So that one picked it up, all right? As well as the 18 long picked it up, okay? Let's zoom in on this so you guys can see a little bit better, because I don't think you feel my frustration yet. Okay? A little bit too hard. But you can see that our instrument has reacted here and made a drop on both lines. Okay? So let's back up. Now see, let's slide this over. The last couple, really, come on, give me a break. Goddamn possessed computer. Ghost in the machine. So I love how deep and pointed this one is. So the earth was pointed that day, and then this one is nice and flat and tapered a little to the left. So I guess the earth was flat and tapered that day, and now it's tapered the opposite way, but it only felt like sticking its butt in there, not the whole thing. I don't know. I don't believe this bullshit that they're trying to say that this is the satellite eclipsing it. I know there's more going on because I feel it. It affects me every time. So this is the heartbeat of the sun. This is the GOES X-ray flux. This is the Schumann for the sun, okay? And when I see these valleys, this is disturbing, okay? How come if it's eclipsing the satellite, if the Earth is supposedly eclipsing this satellite, and it's the GOES 16, because that's the red one, it's the GOES 16 long, well, here's GOES 16 short. The blue line is there, and right where our dropout is, it's missing its data. Here, I'm trying to zoom in on using the wrong thing. Look here, where our dip was supposed to be. See, our blue line is missing its data too. Okay, so did it eclipse the satellite? It's still getting readings. So what's going? There's just more going on to this than just these simple readings. So, anyways. Here's that. It is what it is. Two things can be possible at the same time. I was at a meeting today discussing my situation, and I could tell the response by everybody, and I was expecting this. A mediocre response. Now let's come over to the Schumann. Schumann's looking good. This blast was very concerning. I was hoping we didn't have a pause in this, in our magnetic field. This 7.83 hertz line that runs across there. But it's going pretty good. There is a slight break in it right there. So it did stop briefly right where the finger is right there. It's not much to see. All right. Coming back over to here, this is stereo A because the other site doesn't have it up. And here's our event right here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go to the tracker. Frustration. Give me patience, please. And this thing is showing the blast coming off in this direction, just eclipsing or just clipping the earth just a slight bit, which is good. We don't need a full-on straight blast, but this is still going to hit us and do more chaos to the core. It's going to slam on the brakes again. And we have 18th, 19th, and 20th, all 3 days. So whatever came off the 18th is what we'll expect to see on the 21st, right? Which is tomorrow. So let's back up to the 18th, why don't we? And boom. Take a little peek at the 18th. Remember that big old blast? So that's what's coming tomorrow, is this object along with the blast, the CME that goes with it. Here's the object. Here's another object right here. As soon as this loop is done loading up. Yeah, I had an interesting session with my my new psychiatrist today, and let's just say they didn't want to meet face to face. They'd rather do it over telehealth, and I was already on the freeway halfway to the parking lot, and I said, no, I'm showing up in person. But it is what it is. Come on, how long is it going to take to load up? 160 frames, really? Usually we only get like 100. Well, I'll take all the data we can get, so just be patient, folks, as this loads up. This is the 18th. This is what's coming our way. This is what to expect on the 21st. This event right here. Okay. And this other one that finished off the tail end of it. Okay, so, whoops. Start again. Let me pause it at the very beginning. Alright. Back up. Okay, opening frame 014 right here, you see it? And here's this big blast that we had. You can see over here this plasma is still lit up and charged and still trailing behind this object, okay? I believe this one was going to go south and in front of the Earth, so this will affect the southern hemisphere, I bet, tomorrow, because this takes about 3 days for it to get to Earth. So we're expecting that, as well as we continue. That's just the opening frame. That's the tail end of the event on the 17th, crossing over into the 18th, okay? So we're watching the tail end move out, okay? Then we have this blast up here coming out. Come on now. Okay, over here now. You can see we have a round dark object right there. I'm going to just freeze frame right there. Zoom in on this real quick while we got it here. Okay, here's our round object right here. Okay, you can see the stuff trailing off behind it. Okay, so there's our object moving out, causing that CME. Then, as we continue on, you can see another one right in this area. Then we got another one moving out over here. Okay, it causes a small CME, but then keeps dissipating out, or it dissipates as it moves out. Ow. It's getting brutal. Okay, here's another object moving out. Nice dark center core right here. You can see it on that side. Another blast coming right here. Okay. So a lot of energy left the sun on the 18th. Okay. Half of it's coming our way. So, and put that loop back into, oh wait, that wasn't even all of it. Okay, so then we have another CME coming out over here on this side. Not much, but I can see little dark objects in this. This is like a big cluster of objects, and they're all each taking a turn hitting the sun. I remember this one was like a slow mover, had a weird face on it. But then there's this event. You can see right in here, a little object. Okay, you can see it over here, this little black dot, okay? And it has a little magnetic field around it, grabbing plasma and stripping it off the sun as it leaves, okay? So, that was the 18th, so we have a lot of stuff, a lot of energy coming our way tomorrow, okay? So we did that, we did this. I showed you stereo A. All right, let's go over to null school here. I'm gonna pull up the upper jet stream. The polar vortex is still split, but it's really weak. Not much to really report on it. It's still doing the same effect it was yesterday. But this is what the dire circumstances are right here. Okay, you can see the west coast, British Columbia down to Baja, California. All this purple zone is all intense winds in the upper jet. Now when I release this and watch the winds, okay, again we have this cold flow coming out of the Gulf of Alaska, dropping down and combining with warm moist air coming off of Hawaii here. They're slamming together. Usually they slam together over the midsection of the country. These are coming together out in the ocean off the coast, and then this hot cocktail, this boy, just a potent cocktail of moisture mixed with cold air is just slamming Southern California, like Middle California down to Baja, Mexico. I wouldn't be surprised if they get snow again in Mexico and south of the border here, okay? As we kind of adjust and look straight on at the country now, this flow attacks the west coast and goes right across the south here, okay? It slows down going like the northern half of the country. Let me, all right. You can see these color bands. That purple right here from there on down is really windy, and up above is not as bad. So there you go. You see this? So this jet stream is going to start funneling storms. This atmospheric river is set up to just kind of funnel weather right through that zone. Okay, and it's getting crazy all around the rest of the world. I mean, I don't really do the weather on China or Japan, but look at what's happening there. Okay, some serious issues going on there. Oh, maybe that's the gem for tonight. I'll pull up the volcano report on my little Betsy here. All right, let's continue on with this here. So while you're looking at that, let me type it. Get this other computer going here. There we go. All right. So now we're going to go into the earthquake report. Oh, let's just finish going around the world. Look at Saudi Arabia, this area right in here. They've been getting flooded and massive thunderstorms and hail in the desert right here. I've been showing you those videos of what's happening there. Turkey, here below the Black Sea. This region is getting not too bad, but it's contributing to this flow right here. Okay. Then as we back over here and go, here's the Atlantic, and here's this jet stream just coming off of America, intensifying and then slamming Europe, and it splits right here. It just kind of dives south and then also hits like Great Britain, France. All the riots and stuff are going on right now. So we got crazy jet streams. The one on the southern hemisphere is getting all gnarly now. This is the day of transition as we turn from winter to spring. The equinox was today. So a little early, I guess, this year instead of the 21st, probably because of leap year or whatever. But you can see both our southern polar, or our southern upper jet stream, and our northern upper jet stream are just a wild mess right now. Okay, and that translates into unpredictable, intense weather. Okay, so the Ides of March are marching. Right. Yeah, maybe we should just go into the chemicals real quick. We're going to check out our SO2 emissions. This is volcanic activity under the surface, pushing sulfur dioxide to the surface, and it's oozing out through cracks, seams, pores, fissures, all kinds of perforations in the crust. You can see here, I'm just using the mouse right now, this side of the country is in a lot of trouble. That's a lot of poisonous gas in the air right there too. Here, I'll just zoom in. You pick your place if you're on this side of the country and just read it and weep. The handwriting's on the wall. Can you see it? Can you read it? It's a big old bloody mess. We're going to come over here to Salt Lake City here. We still have our plume right at Salt Lake City, right there. This one growing outside in the mountains outside of Salt Lake there. As we back out, now this spot at the Bay Area has grown now. Okay, this spot was a lot smaller just a couple of days ago. It was just this little patch right here. It is now spreading and blossoming into the Central Valley, reaching from now North Bay, like Oakland area, I would say, all the way into Sacramento. So that whole section now from Sacramento to San Francisco, that Vacaville corridor, that whole place is seeping out SO2. Okay, there's a lot of pressure underneath there. And when we go to the earthquake report, you'll see we're having quakes along the San Andreas, relieving some of that pressure, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Here's Mexico. Their little outbreak is happening. We got Jamaica has always been dark like this. Cuba. Okay. Then we're gonna go into Venezuela here. All right. Um, uh, Colombia and Peru. All right. These are all individual sites. Again, all these are all individual sites. These are not like one site with a plume that's blowing. This is all the foothill areas from the coast to the Andes Mountains there, all the way down Chile. And then as we pull back, there's the tip of South America. All right, so we have this huge corridor of multiple sites. This patch over here has remained, it started a few days ago, and now it's there. It's remained about the same. For my brothers over in Oahu, my surfers, not good for Oahu. We got this little plume going on somewhere on that island there. Whatever volcanic feature there, I would watch it closely. The other islands aren't too bad. This appears to be spreading though. These never had a little plume or anything, so I see something going on the side of the big island here. I see stuff going on in between Molokai and Maui, Oahu. This one's still nothing. This looks to be a plume that's blowing from here. Okay, so the hub of the wheel has activity. Pissed off at these people right here. Extremely pissed, and they're paying for it. They're going to pay in a big way. In a big way. This is just a start. Little do they know what's in store for them. India has its activity is still there, but it has calmed down. What's more disturbing is this whole region now, going from basically France and Germany all the way across Russia. Okay, that whole Baltic region, or Russia and the Siberia, even down into the Baltic region. These traders at Turkey here that are stealing our weapons and our arms and our money and stuff. The laundromat for the other laundromat, if you know what I mean. They launder money here and then they launder it over there, and they just spend, 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 and kill, kill, kill. And you're not going to make me go murder somebody. You got to be out of your mind. Anyways, this is getting concerning now. Italy's coming to life again. What is this? Where are we? I need to look at my globe a little closer. Anyways, I'm not into it tonight. Not feeling it at all. I am sore, pissed off, and you guys are so patient with me, so thank you. Here's South Africa, a couple little plumes, still the same effect, nothing else really to report. I want to go also to the other sulfur particle. Ow. Our SO4, okay, this is sulfur quad oxide, I call it. Okay, now get out of this. This has spread all over the planet now, okay? The dangerous thing about this type of sulfur, it's man-made as well as it comes from nature, and it doesn't matter which one it's coming from. It's the fact that it's in the air, because it mixes with the water vapor in the air, and when you mix H2O with SO4, you get a compound called H2SO4, which is better known as sulfuric acid. And what you're looking at is sulfuric acid all the way around the northern hemisphere. Okay, there's America. Okay, China's really bad. They can choke on it. They created it. They can choke on it. Look at how it's just polluted the southern hemisphere now. It's not as bright, but all this green, this is all that same gas. Just the white is more intense pockets of it, okay? So it's spread all the way around the world now, okay? No matter where you go, you're going to have acid rain and acid snow, okay? I had acidic snow just not too long ago. Okay, and it's a bunch of it comes from them. Let me put the winds on here real quick and show you why I'm not too happy with these people. Okay, you see all this poisonous shit comes off of their coast, goes right across the Pacific, and goes where? Oh yeah, right into LA and Bay Area, right across our country. It's like the toilet paper, and they are smearing this shit all over us. Anyways, not too happy with them. Okay, earthquakes. Let's come back over here. I need to stay on point and focus here. Alright, let's get this out of the way. This is a lot quieter than I saw earlier. There's one little quake right here on the San Andreas, but that's a mouse fart compared to what we were looking at earlier. Where? Oh, this is the one I was concerned about. Here on the Cocos plate right here. All right, looks like it's right on the beach. Ooh, it's just in the water right off the beach here. This is a come on, a 5.5. That's getting into the range where you feel it and it can do a little damage or whatever. So this rattled that little section right there. The depth is what I'm concerned about. It's not a really shallow quake, but it is semi-shallow. It's at 35, so it's just under the water table right there. So as we back out here, I want to see what other feature. Okay, now we're at this. Oh man, need better light. There we go. Can you make out our little red line right here? This is the fault line. Okay, the pressure's happening right around here, and it wants to snap right at this area, but it's locked up, so it won't give here. So that pressure pushes forward to the next, like, weakest point, which would be right there at the beach. Okay, because the water undermines the sand right there. All along the beaches, there's weak spots. So thankfully, it didn't hit right on the fault, and it hasn't like ruptured this fault. But any kind of activity around this area, I watch like a hawk. Okay, this little triangular chunk is similar to the Juan de Fuca chunk. It's a piece of plate. It's not a whole plate. It's just a fracture zone, a piece that broke off. Down here, it's a bigger piece, but you see how it fills in all the other plates, right? It's just like a little puzzle piece that happens to fit in the middle of all those big plates. When that sucker goes, watch out for LA, okay? Because pressure can travel north as well. It's not always coming across and coming south. It does that a lot, but it doesn't always do that. It can come from the south and come up, okay? And that's what we're all watching. We're all deeply concerned about that. So let's check this one out, because it's a 5.1 at the Sandwich Islands. Now this, not many people down here, okay? This isn't like a major quake, except for the fact that it's right close to this three-way split. Okay, this little section of islands are all volcanic right here, and I know some of them are going off. Now this one, let's see if it actually is on an island. Now this appeared to be out in the water. 5.1, and that's way deeper at 133. So that one's going to have a little bit of residual effect in that region. It might have a little small aftershock or whatever, but that's the pressure coming this way. It missed the tip, and this is still like a chunk of land. If you turned this sideways, you would see that this is all one plate with a finger sticking out. Well, that finger sticking out is rubbing up against this other plate, causing an earthquake right there. Okay, nice and kind of quiet. That's what I like to see. This one is a 5.2 over. It's on this fault line real quick. I'll just take a peek at this island. Yeah, right close to the beach again in that weak zone. Okay, see where this fault kind of ends? It probably continues right up in here into this beach. And then you can see there's another fault structure on the back side of this island. And it's this fault comes up and creates this island. There's like a T intersection. And where these two faults connect is where this little quake popped off. 5.2 at 11 depth. Ah, it's good that that's kind of perfect. That's what we need is pressure released, but not too big. We could use a lot more of that kind of size in the area. I forgot to go look at Java, but it's a mess, I know. All right, we're done with the earthquakes. Come over to the forecast real quick. Well, I'm just gonna pull this down a little bit more. There we go. Get the whole country center screen. We got the. Let me adjust this a tad bit. There we go. All right, got our dates and times up there. This is current conditions right now as we speak. I'm gonna go. Whoops, one more adjustment here. Yeah, my show's all cockeyed, all sideways tonight. All my prep work went right out the window. Oh well, just carry on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit play and step aside for a second. I want you to watch this next storm coming in on the west coast. It'll be coming in on the 21st when we're getting all that extra energy from the sun, okay? It's going to help this storm blossom even more. It's going to intensify this storm. So I'm going to play this loop. You pick out your spot in the country. This is 11 p.m. Pacific time. So make your adjustments, your hour adjustments, and let's let her rip, and I'll be right back. Dude, that's huge. That's not going to be good. Oh, Lord, why is your default pieces? Tried so hard. Oh, no. Alright, bear with me for a sec. Great, stop raining at least. Oh, you guys are so patient. Well, hopefully you're learning some patience with dealing with me. Everybody has to. Okay, so once this loop finishes playing, we'll go frame by frame here. Shoulder is so sore. Hurts so bad. And no relief. Can't even sleep. Hurts so bad. Alright, here we go. Here's our storm moving into the west coast on the 21st. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, it's just, this is like a big gut punch from Mike Tyson right to the Bay Area. That could trigger, this low could trigger an earthquake. It's crazy, but they can do that. This low is moving up and out, thankfully, because the last time it looked like it was going to wreak havoc. So you guys just dodged a bullet on the East Coast, basically. You're still, oh, I don't want that. There we go. Now let's continue. So even though it's a lot of rain, you guys dodged a bullet. Here's going to be a severe weather outbreak. Illinois, Indiana, Missouri. Tornadoes, probably. Little spot ones that I don't like that jump out in front of these. Okay, so during the 24th, you're going to have a tornado outbreak in that region. Okay. Sorry, but 3 days after spring is a special day. This storm just packs a punch. It's just going to come right at New York State and basically rape that part of the country. Little pop-ups down here, nothing too big. This next little system moving in on the west coast as this exits. This thing just not done. Okay, after these thunderstorms, watch this one for a second. It starts to travel up now. They adjusted this. Right there. You're going to have a lot of high winds. This is going to be like almost like a nor'easter. And then another round hits the west coast on the 29th here. We got way too much snow, way too much water. I don't think the west coast can handle much more like this. And it just continues. Boom. Little break here around April 1st. April Fools. It'll probably snow instead. This low turns into a big monster. Look at this comma shape. Icing events. These pink icing events. Okay, the rest of this isn't very accurate because the further out we get, the less accurate it is. So, there's your forecast there. Okay, I was going to do for the gem tonight. I erased it all. What can I do here? We can salvage something here. Right now there are 47 volcanoes that are going off around the planet. And I want to take you over here, pull up on Betsy here. Maybe I'll just move the camera over to this computer, maybe. Is it pulling up? What was it called? What does it say? Oh, alright, well, I'm just going to have to pull up a page here. Bear with me. Like that. Just give me a new Google or new YouTube. What is his name of his page? Where is it on here at all? This geology hub guy is really good right here. But what was the other one I was gonna show you? What the heck is the name of this one? Stromboli. Stromboli. Okay. What's this right here? Where to go? Here we go. This gentleman right here. I'm gonna go take you to his channel. What was the one I wanted to show you? I think is it that one? First of all, let's just go to his channel real quick. Oh, great. You guys and your stupid ads, man. We don't have time for this crap. Alright, I'm going to take you right to his channel. This is Dr. Astro Geotech. Alright. Come over, subscribe to him. He does all kinds of great reports and stuff. When I want to show you where to go. This one. 3 hours ago. Okay. Get the volume correctly. Hook up the microphone. And we'll kind of let you watch just this blast from this volcano real quick.
Volcano is erupting under the water. This is the volcano which is just reaching 137 meters under the water. So just a few steps to reach the surface. It's in the Mariana Trench, around the Mariana Trench, to the east of the Philippines. It's a new, archipelago or something like a Japan. Or
look at all these underwater volcanoes
forming there. Gradually, the mountains are rising and adding. It's a subduction area. It may end up like this Kawachi volcano eventually, so appearing at the surface with these explosions. when the magma comes in contact with the water, it causes this kind of explosions. They can be violent, like this case in the Tovorvor volcano, which we heard a sonic boom in it. I will keep quiet, you can listen. Yes, that's what may happen in the.
Hang on, that's not the one I just watched a little while ago. Anyway, she's got all kinds of great reports here on all these volcanoes that are currently going off. I think the Fuego volcano.
Amazing eruption of Fuego volcano in the Guatemala.
Yeah, in Guatemala.
Over the
going
past 24 hours.
All right, I was showing you Guatemala and the SO2 and the SO4 leaking from that area. Guess what just happened?
It has been going a lot with this volcano. We had eruption after eruption, bigger ones. It usually erupts a lot. This was the biggest. You can see a drone footage. This is a rare footage. This is a 3,700 meters tall volcano. And as you can see, it has a good prominence. Above the clouds, it's actually erupting. And this is with the infrared, the same eruption with the infrared camera. From the lower ground, the communities around it, this is how it looks like. This volcano has a lot of phreatic eruptions, means that
Where was this other one? Where's the... He was talking about, here's Krakatoa. We're worried about that one going off too. Santa Maria eruption. Where was the one with the shock wave that I wanted to see? I had it pulled up earlier and I don't see it now. Let's go this way just a tad bit more. Dang it, it's gone. Oh, there it is. Oh, and their ads.
Shockwave of Sakurajima volcano. You can see the sonic boom in this video clip that I'm showing you.
This is Japan, just a couple of days ago.
Now I sped it up 2 times in this one. You can see it. It passes through the cloud. There's a sonic boom. Now I've sped it up 4 times. I'm repeating it again, so you can look. Yeah, of Sakurajima volcano. You can see the sonic boom in this video clip that I'm showing you. I have now sped it up 2 times in this one. You can see it. It passes through the cloud. There's a sonic boom. Now I've sped it up 4 times. I'm repeating it again, so you can look. Yeah, when you speed it up, you can see clearly. And then the eruption happens. This is normal speed now. It's playing. And as you can see, I have now. Yeah, you saw lightning also. Yes, the lower part, you saw lightning. Beautiful Sakurajima volcano in the Kyushu island of Japan.
Okay, so we got a bunch of volcanoes going off right now too, as well. 47 volcanoes. This is epic time of volcanic activity, unlike anything we've seen before. Okay, so what was the other thing I was going to bring you here, just real quick? A few shots that my son took. Hang on just real quick. Let me pull this up. Where to go? Alright, hopefully. Alright. Okay, this is up at Heavenly Valley. And this is the Tamarack chair, the top of the gondola at Heavenly, okay? That's closed. And you can see why it's closed. You can't even get on it or get off of it. It's buried. Only the front little nose part of the carousel is sticking out, okay? My son took these pictures just the other day when he was up snowboarding. That video I showed you the other day. This is the entrance where the chairs go in this way into the thing. You can't even, the chairs can't even get in there because it's right up to the ceiling inside the carousel of the chairlift, okay? This is Mott Canyon chair. Okay, I showed you the gate 6 at Mott Canyon. That's what, 25 feet off the ground or whatever, and the snow's right up to the bottom of the sign. This is the chairlift at Mott Canyon that they can't use because it's buried. Okay, they have to dig out the chairlifts. Again, here's another one. This is the entrance to a carousel where the chairs go in and everything, and it is just jam packed. You can't, the chairs can't even round up and get going. I believe there was one, two, three, four pictures. Yeah, okay, so that was the four pictures I had for you. I can't find the one of the sign. I think it's on my phone somewhere, but that's about it for tonight. I think I'm frustrated and tired and sore, exhausted, just mental anguish, everything all together at once is just a little overwhelming sometimes. So I'm just gonna wrap it up with this and call it a night. I'll try to get back to you guys tomorrow with an update or a new report, and just everybody brace for impact because we got a lot of energy coming our way tomorrow with the storm hitting the west coast. So everybody just hold on tight, brace for impact. It's not a joke, okay? I don't enjoy bringing you bad news, but unfortunately, God has blessed me with this gift, and I have to report this stuff. Okay, so there's your report for tonight. That's it. I love you all. God bless you all. I miss you all. And until my next video, I'll be back. Bye.